the undying night warrior, the bell that shouldn't exist. The night air was cold against Jace's skin. He lay on the pavement, staring up at the streetlights, still panting. The distant sounds of cars and people moving through town should have comforted him, should have made this feel real. But it didn't, because he knew the truth. The night was still with them. Something had stopped him, something else. And that was even more terrifying than the night himself. Kyle sat up, hugging his knees. He was still shaking. Lily was silent, staring at the ground. None of them spoke for a long time. Then Jace swallowed. "Did you hear it?" Lily nodded slowly. "The bell." Kyle let out a choked laugh. "You mean the one that saved our lives?" Yeah, I heard it." He turned to Jace, his eyes wide and bloodshot. "What was that? What the hell was that?" Jace didn't have an answer. Yeah, the bell had tolled 3 times, deep and distant, but impossibly loud. Loud enough to freeze the night in place. Loud enough to drag them back from his world into this one. Lily exhaled sharply. "I don't think it was a normal bell." Jace agreed. Kyle shook his head. No way, that was, he hesitated, that was like church bells, right? Big old creepy ones? Lily frowned. "Yeah, but did you notice?" Jace looked at her. "Notice what?" She hesitated. It came from inside the ruins." Silence. Jace felt a chill crawl up his spine. Kyle stared at her. "That's not possible." Jace clenched his jaw. "It's possible, because we were still in the ruins." Kyle groaned, rubbing his temples. "No, we escaped. We got out, remember? The bell rang and we woke up here." "No," Lily cut in. "We thought we escaped, but what if—" Her voice trailed off. Jace realized where she was going. His stomach twisted. Kyle scoffed. "Dude, no, stop." "What if we're still there?" Lily whispered. The words sank into the air like poison. Jace's breathing slowed. His mind raced. The streets looked normal. The town looked normal. But so had the first illusion. The forest had twisted around them. The town had disappeared. What if? What if they were still trapped? Jace turned slowly, scanning the streets. Something felt off. The air was too still. The cars in the distance were moving, but no sound came from them. No engines, no honking, just silence. Too much silence. His blood ran cold. "Look at the sky," he whispered. Lily and Kyle glanced up, and that's when they saw it. There were no stars, no moon, just an endless dark void stretching overhead. Jace's hands went numb. "We never left," he said, his voice barely a breath. "We're still in it." Kyle stumbled backward. No. He bolted toward the nearest house, slamming his fist against the door. "Hey, help us! Open up!" No answer. He tried the handle. Locked. Jace turned to Lily, fear tightening his throat. "What do we do?" Lily didn't answer, because she wasn't looking at him. She was staring down the street. Jace followed her gaze, and his heart nearly stopped. At the end of the road, standing beneath a flickering street lamp, was a woman in black. She stood perfectly still, her face hidden by a dark veil. A long dress flowed around her like mist, her hands clasped in front of her, watching, waiting. Kyle noticed her too. He went pale. "What the hell?" The woman moved, not like a person, like a shadow sliding across the ground. 1 second she was far away. The next, she was closer, too close. Jace took an unsteady step back. The woman lifted her hands. Her fingers were wrong, too thin, moving like they had too many joints. And then she rang the bell. A deep, echoing chime. The world rippled. Jace's stomach lurched as reality bent around them. The street cracked. The buildings twisted, peeling away like paper. Kyle screamed. Lily clutched Jace's arm, and the woman in black laughed. Not out loud, inside their heads. Jace's vision blurred. His body felt like it was being pulled apart. The air around them turned cold, so cold, and then everything went black.